Hey, beautiful people. I hope you do amazing out there. I hope your heart is full of love, full of light, and full of good energy. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about the program your own reality. So, what do I mean by this? I want to tell you a little story about my life. I went out of school before I got any paper. So I managed to come to this point without having any school papers from society. What this did, it also did that I have to learn a lot of things myself. And I had to create my own programming. This means I'm not affected in the same way. Now I grew up in Denmark, so in the same way as the Danish people, they are programmed to have a certain belief system, to do things as they are told. In school we even have to ask for permission to go to the bathroom. So in Denmark and in a lot of other places in the world, we get the programming that we cannot control our needs of our own body. We have to ask for permission to let our pee out. In my belief system, this is not what it is to be a human being, but this is what we teach people in school. Also, I didn't get the programming that I had to be a worker and not a thinker. The school system is from the Rockefellers. They're behind what we learn in the school system. They don't want thinkers. They want workers that do as they are told. Also, growing up in Denmark, I didn't got the programming to be an employee and not a creative creator. So because of this, I can create my own reality. Because I don't have the programming, I have to be an employee. And I have to give 40 years of my life away to something that is not exciting me. To get money so I can survive in a society that I don't agree with. That do mafia and take half of the money we earn for your protection. So wherever we are and whatever it is what it is. But I invite you to look at it as a programming. And then I invite you to look at what would you like to program in your experience. So if we take me example, so I didn't have all the school thing, I didn't have all the papers. That didn't take me away from actually go out and do a career when I was still influenced programmed, when I was still in this programming from society. So I went into this company and I went up in very fast. And after a couple of years, I was responsible for a country. I have to move to another country. I was responsible for that country. I had several other countries under me in that office. 40 plus people working for me, gold card, all these things. Everybody around me says you're doing very well. But I felt like shit inside because it was not my purpose. It was not what was in my heart. But I did what everybody else was telling me, what society was telling me. And I was doing good in society, feeling like shit. Everything inside of me was going against what I was doing. Everything went in circle. The week looked the same. Already on Sunday after breakfast, I felt the week coming. I had this energy, and I had to be really strong in my day to not fall into that energy and worry about the week to come. And when the week started, I was just looking for the week to end so I could have a weekend. And then this goes on, the same week after week after week. Do as you are told. I even believed in politics at that time. Today I see politics as a big theater. It's like a movie. It's like a Hollywood movie. When they put the cameras on, it's a movie to entertain you, in my belief system. But we are programmed to believe we live in a democracy. We can take Denmark as well. I grew up in Denmark. Everybody think we have democracy in Denmark. We learn in school. We have different games. We have different things we do in school to teach us we have democracy and to give us play how it is to be in democracy. But at the same hand, everybody knows Denmark is a kingdom. And if you read the law, paragraph 2, Denmark is a monarch. And Denmark is a royalty, ruled by the royalties. It says in the law, but we give the people the experience of a democracy. And we tell people we have a democracy. And then people believe that Denmark is a democracy. But it's a kingdom. And it's the king making the rule. And it's the king doing these things. But we are programmed to think something else. So where do I want to go with this? If we example go when I was a sales manager and I had 40 people plus people working under me. And I was in, this was in Scandinavia. And in Scandinavia we maybe have it better than the rest of the world. So there we had 5 or 6 weeks vacation in a year. Wow! 5-6 weeks, but I think in the United States they only have 2 weeks, right? So, whoa, 5 weeks vacation. So at that time, I had a dream of traveling the world, experience the world. But I could only experience the world 5 weeks a year. And or in the weekends, where I was very tired because I have to be fresh for the next week to come, right? So in my belief system, how could this be possible? Fast forward 20 years now and more than 12 years in a backpack. Now my belief system can't imagine to work 9 to 5 with something I don't like, with something I have no passion for, with something that maybe even go against my belief system, go against my heart. This is totally out of my world today, but this has changed because I made the jump. I faced fear and I faced all the programming that if you don't do as you're told, all these bad things gonna happen. If like growing up in Denmark, we are Christian. And how did the missionary goes around before? If you don't believe my God, I'm gonna kill you. Beautiful religion we grew up with, huh? So this is the same. What do you believe to be true? Not what you are told to be true. What do you believe to be true? And I think many people after 2020 woke up and start to see there's something that is not quite as they say in the news and in Hollywood. and in the government. Many people knew about it before. So in 2020, when the world went, in my experience, the world went nuts. The world went crazy. We went from drugs was illegal to you had to, when I was a kid, you have to take a drug test to go into bars. Now you had to show your drug test that you had taken your drugs to go in to have something to drink, to go around. For me, in my belief system, that you have to be on drugs, you have to take experimental drugs to be in a society. I was like, it's maybe not what's appealing to me. They steal half of my money. They force me to be a junkie. They tell me what to do. I have nothing to do about it. They take these protection money, call it tax, but it's like the mafia, your safety money, right? And they use them for war. They use them for a lot of things that I don't agree with. So in 2020, when in my experience, the world went nuts. They want to make junkies out of everyone. They want to fear everyone. So I was thinking, what do I want? What is important to me? For me, it's important to live organic, healthy. So I moved to Italy, and I've been around in Italy in different places. But what was important for me was to have water, fresh water. I'm not going to go into water, but look up what they put in your tap water, fluoride. Let's just take this one. They tell you it's good for your teeth. What is fluoride? It's the leftovers from Roundup. Poisoned. It's the leftover from poisoned. They put it in the water because it's good for your teeth. But what does it do to your body? What does it do to your pineal gland? And what else do they put into the water? I'm in Italy. And where I lived another place before, where I was before, there was a lot of fresh springs with fresh water coming out of the mountains. They were private. There was a lot of one that was public from the government. They were closed. And the water, the tap water, is full of chlorine, fluoride, and all these things. And just outside the door, there is a natural spring with clean, pure water. This water they close for, and they open for the dirty water. So for me, what's important? It is, here we have water in the mountain. This is important for me, to have clean, pure water. What else important for me is to eat organic food without poisoned, without a lot of dirty things in it, that is not GMO, made in a laboratory. So I got myself a little house up here. And it's not a community, but we live a little bit like a community. Here is everything. It's all the animals. Grow our own stuff. People around. Here we can basically live off the land all year round. The climate is different here. So we have a beautiful winter garden, or the neighbors have. So it works like we exchange a lot of things. You grow something, I grow something. I can do something, you can do something. Then we exchange these things. And we live organic. This was important for me, to create a little nest. I have been a migrating bird for so many years. Now I create nests around the world. You've maybe seen little videos from some of my other nests. But to have a place with, or when, or it is already now, the world goes totally crazy. They think you should eat GMO food. You should take drugs to be in society. You have to fight against everybody, against the race. You have to be scared of everything. And if you don't do as we tell you, we're gonna harm you. I don't know. It's not appealing to me. It's appealing to me to follow my heart and to do what I have in my heart, what gives me joy, what gives me pleasure. And this is maybe not what you want in your life, but I bet you, if you look at this video till now, there is something you dream of. There is something in your life that is not satisfying. And I'm sharing this to invite you to let go of the fear that comes from the outside. Trust your heart and have the courage to take the jump and go out and experience the life of your dream. Experience what this beautiful human experience has to offer. Life is an adventure. If you like this content, if you like this video, please give it a like. Please give it a share. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Tell me if there's something you would like to go deeper into. If there's something you're wondering, leave a question. Because people always ask, how do you do it? How do you live a life 12 years in a backpack? How do you just jump out of society and follow your heart? It all comes by letting go of fear. There is probably some videos around fear I have made, or I can make one. But let me know where you are, and I invite you to let go of the programming and create your own, program your own world. You're a human being. You're here to be. You're a success. You manage. You are in your body. You're here to have a human experience. The question is, what do you want to experience? You want to experience what they tell you in the news, what the government tells you, what your friends tells you, what Hollywood tells you. But do you want to experience life and what it has to offer? You want to experience love. You want to experience your authentic self. You want to experience the world. Then I invite you to make the jump. Let go of that fear. And have a blast of a life. Create new memories. Live an adventurous life. Do what you always dreamed about. So I don't want to make this video way too long. So I wish you a beautiful day. I send you a lot of love, a lot of light, and a lot of good energy. May you be showered in blessings. May you find the courage to listen to your heart, to listen to yourself. And go out and follow this heart and follow your unique purpose. Have a beautiful one, folks. Much love. Ciao.